Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Millennial Movie Review. You are listening to this probably like a week or so after we recorded this because we got sent to a preview screening. We went and saw The Invisible Man 2020 because there was an old Invisible Man.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Universal Monster. Yeah, him and Frankenstein.
This was originally meant to be like this a part of the universe where the Mummy
and like
the universe's dark universe,
Count Chocula and stuff.
No, Tom Cruise's The Mummy was meant to be a part of this universe, but that failed.
Aren't we glad that didn't happen?
But originally, Johnny Depp was meant to be the Invisible Man.
Oh, he was too, wasn't he?
Yeah, let me find out. Oh
my god. So yeah, we just went and saw it. This is going to be our review. If you want to listen to spoilers for it, there's a separate video / podcast
coming
for that.
On its way.
So you can listen to that after you've seen it, or if you have seen it and you're listening to this review, you can listen to it after the review. We'll be giving our scores at the end of this, and then spoilers will be in the separate one. So don't worry about spoilers. Initially, what was everyone's reaction to going into this?
I knew the director, and I liked the director's work previously on Upgrade.
Upgrade, yes.
And so originally, I was really indifferent until I actually learned earlier the other day that it was him doing this.
Oh, so you didn't actually know going in?
Yeah, I found out like
recently
that it was him doing this, and him writing it as well.
So, he wrote it as well?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So that got me some hope. Also, it's Lee Winnell, the man who famously wrote Saw, and is best friends with James Wan. Not really best friends, but they're collaborators.
They're besties. They're pen pals.
Yeah. And they made Saw, and he starred in Saw because they had no money to make it and hire another actor.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So this is the guy from Saw that gets locked in the room at the end. Spoilers for Saw.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I've never seen any of them.
They got a budget for Saw 2.
I'm not a horror person, so going into this, I was expecting a horror thriller. Steph, what were you expecting going in?
I was expecting a horror, and then I googled it beforehand. I saw sci-fi, and I thought, oh, okay. I thought there's gonna be some like theory going on behind this, and I was also I was not expecting much because this is the second press screening I've been to where it's been a horror film. The other one was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark,
right? Yes,
and I wasn't very excited for that one either. But I was pleasantly surprised. So I sort of think go in with lower expectations, and then have them exceeded. Hopefully,
there's surprises and stuff. Michael, what about you?
I mean, I thought it was a bit more of a horror film. Like, the way it was portrayed, I guess, in the trailers, a bit more like just jump scarier. So it wasn't as horror as I thought. I didn't go in with amazing expectations or anything. Didn't really know too much about it. It was like, all right, I'll go see it.
Yeah. So literally, all we all knew going in was it's somewhat of a horror, and guy's gonna be not there but there. Invisible Man.
Not Johnny Depp.
What did we all think after the film? No spoilers, obviously, but what did we all think after the film? What was everyone's... Because my favorite thing about it, I think, was some of the action scenes. I really liked a lot of stuff they did with that. But also just some of the like tension building stuff they did. Like, I don't think it's much of a spoiler to talk about like the one shot that I was raving about afterwards when we walked out.
Yeah.
Where there's a sequence where she's just doing normal stuff, and then for no reason the camera pans to the other side of the room to look at the doorway. Nothing happens for like 10 seconds, and then it just pans back to her.
And they do that once.
They do it
like another time.
They do it a couple times, and like that first time it did it with that, I was like, damn, that's some good tension building. Like it, and messing with your expectations of like, oh, something's gonna happen, and then just nothing happens. And it really...
Which is what I liked. That was tension, and that's that's my favorite kind of horror.
Okay.
I thought the opening sequence in particular had me on the edge of my seat, and I was
very tense.
Yeah.
I was extremely worried for her character.
Yeah.
And,
You literally know nothing really, but like you can kind of guess at what's going on.
Yeah, you literally don't know anything until...
Yeah, until they start to explain what's actually happening. Like, you can sort of gather, like, okay, she's trying to get out of there. Clearly, something's bad. Something's not good here. But, that whole sequence and, like, hearing the, like, ocean, because it's, like, a beachside house. Like,
I like the opening credits.
The opening credits, I thought they were all right. I liked the actual text that appeared with the ocean water. I thought the actual ocean water itself and the waves itself
looked a bit weird.
Looked real CG.
Well, you can't get ocean water to do that.
I know. It just,
I
it
was
looked
quite
unnatural.
worried from seeing the opening credits, I was really hoping, I was worried that was sort of them trying to be subtle but not succeeding at giving away what the whole thing was like, the way to beat the Invisible Man. I was like hoping, I was like, oh, please don't tell me that's how they're going to
Please don't tell me she throws a bucket of water at him and
or that's
then
how you're going to see him. That's going to be his secret revealed sort of thing.
I mean, that's how you would see any invisible thing.
Well, yeah.
That's right. That's why I thought it would have been really on the nose to have that as the way to reveal the
opening credits. It's like, oh, okay. Well, here we go. But yeah, I thought it actually came out with some pretty good surprises, some like shocking moments. I thought there's quite a bit of, you got to suspend your disbelief in some regards.
What, in a sci-fi film?
I didn't know it was sci-fi until afterwards. So
I'm glad to look on IMDb and it to be listed as a sci-fi film.
It is actually listed as a sci-fi now? Yeah. All right, good.
Now, always.
Was it always?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, I was
everything going in made it look like it
much-
was just horror thriller.
I mean, I always thought it was going to be a sci-fi because it's a guy that turns invisible.
I mean, obviously there's going to be something there, but I wasn't expecting the extent of how weird and modern they made it.
Yeah, and I mean, it being like, because you saw in the trailer, it being like, it's not just a monster, like, sort of thing, like, it was a dude.
Yeah, and like, it obviously wasn't some magic thing that happened to him. Like, they modernized it in an interesting way.
I quite liked the take they went with it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought visually the take they went with it, obviously without any spoilers, looked awesome. Like, for action scenes as well, was excellent.
I thought the action scenes were extremely well directed.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Or like the action scenes were great. The movie as a whole, I thought I really enjoyed it until the last 30 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
Where the movie say if the movie was going down one straight road, there's a part where you take a little detour just to end up on the exact same part of the road, road if you were just going to continue going straight.
Yeah. It's like a fake out, but not.
So you get you get a little detour until
you have like maybe 2 minutes of being like, oh wow, and then you go, oh wait, no, it's still just that.
If the movie ended where I actually thought it was going to end, I would have been still happy.
Ooh, okay.
I would have been fine with where it ended.
Yeah.
So you don't want the
last 15 minutes maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know how long the movie went for, by the way. There's no runtime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm presuming it was like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was roughly about that.
I feel like it was around that.
I can't look at Michael with a straight face.
Oh, why? Oh, Michael has
Lip.
Michael's got a fat lip.
I can't look at
He
him.
got smacked.
Oh, yeah, I wish it was a brawl. It's not that interesting.
Yeah.
A dude went flying and hit me.
Yeah. Post a photo on Instagram so people can see it.
Oh, thanks.
I thought the ways that the Invisible Man did his invisible things, I thought some of them were really cool.
Some of them were cool.
The manipulation and the setting up that he did.
Yeah. Some of them visually were very funny. Like sometimes so I think it's in the trailer, so I'm not going to consider it a spoiler.
The eggs?
The eggs and bacon just suddenly appearing on fire. And even just when
bacon oil and bacon grease.
When he picked up the knife initially, and it sort of does a weird little wobble and then slides off. I was like, why didn't it just pick up and go down? It does this weird little
what part?
Just in the same shot as the eggs.
Before he turns on
he turns up the gas and the frying pan goes on fire.
I didn't see him pick the knife up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, no. It
is subtle.
It's not like you see him pick it up and put it down. It just kind of comes off the thing.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't
clang.
leave. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, because otherwise you just see the knife.
He clearly pockets it or something.
Okay, I didn't see him pick up the knife.
Yeah, so legit, all it does, I'm using my drink bottle as a prop here. So say the knife is down there like that.
Yeah.
She leaves. Then you just see the knife go. And I was
It
just
just
like,
makes a little sound too. It's not much.
yeah, it was for me, it was super obvious, but clearly it wasn't because you didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
So-
I will say, Brayden, I think you laughing every
Ruined
time the
some
Invisible Man
moments.
did something is the reason why I felt no tension in the film
Oh,
whatsoever.
bless, I'm sorry.
Ruined it.
I'm sorry.
No, it was you laughed at one part, and I was just like, "What was that funny?"
There was a couple
What part
of
was? Oh, we can't talk spoilers.
That was a spoiler part.
Okay.
there was a couple of jokes that it was just delivered really well.
There is a side character in this film, and I must find his name.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Shout out to.
Shout out to James, played by Aldous Hodge.
Oh, he's a
dish.
He's a dish.
Oh my
is-
lord, Steph! The second he appeared on screen, Steph and I sitting next to each other. Instantly, Steph and I go, "Yep,
He's a hunk.
he is a
was
snack."
in such films as he played MC Ren in Straight Outta Compton.
Oh.
And he played Levi Jackson in Hidden Figures.
Okay. Okay. He was great. He was one of my favorite characters in this. He's probably my favorite character in this film.
And he was in
I don't know how he couldn't be.
He was in one episode of The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. Good for him. I thought, his side character as like the friend.
He was my favorite character.
Him and his daughter were my favorites.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how they couldn't be. With the few characters that we meet, they are the most likable.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you could walk out of the film not loving them and like feeling for them.
It definitely wasn't as jump scare as I thought it was gonna be. Like, obviously, there was the few moments, but like
it was jump scare.
Most of the major ones were in the trailer.
Yeah, a lot of them are in that, but like a lot of the jump scares, in a way, were.
I thought it was more tension.
Yeah, it's all tension build up, and then it's also classic jump scare where it's like tension, 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 tension. Oh, nothing's gonna happen. Jump scare. Like that's how these jump scare horrors work. And it did a pretty good job of that because I know there were a couple times where I jumped. One of them was just a scene cut. Like, the scene cut to a different scene. I think it was the egg scene.
The eggs?
It was such like a dark, tense scene, and then it just snapped straight to a bright close-up of the frying pan. And it made me jump because it was so sudden.
No, what I reckon the one I jumped at the most is...
Is it a spoiler?
The dog bowl.
That's the thing that made me jump.
Oh, really?
Braden,
I saw that coming.
Yeah, no, I 100% saw it coming.
I saw her on the ground and she was walking up before she hit it, and I went, she's going to hit that.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I was literally, purely from the trailer, seeing that he did own a dog, the entire opening sequence, I'm just like, the dog, the dog, the dog, the dog. And then it eventually happened. And I was like, okay, it's done. And then another thing happens and it's like, shit. I thought that whole sequence of her escaping was very good.
That was, I think, my favorite sequence in the whole film. I will say most of the thing, I'm going to be more vocal, I think, in the spoilers video. Because I can't discuss anything that I feel without going to spoilers because I do have issues with it. It wasn't my favorite. Yeah. I think that also as a horror film, I feel like I was mostly scared because I was watching it in a cinema. I feel like if I sat at home and watched it on TV, I wouldn't be very scared by it.
I feel like it's
personal.
I thought it was more like...
I feel like it's the same kind of thing where like I haven't even watched it yet in just like on a TV, but like I imagine A Quiet Place is like that. But like in a cinema, that is next level.
Yeah, A Quiet Place loses a lot of its value.
Didn't you come see it with us?
Yeah, I did. I was shit scared. It was excellent.
Right. So I feel like it'll have the same sort of idea with that. If I watched it at home, I'd probably lose.
I don't think this movie was going for a lot of scares though.
No, I was very
That's
shocked.
why I wasn't that bothered. I wasn't that scared because I definitely felt like this is going for more of like the really tense. Like
it was tense, and then it took a turn into having a bit more action, and I was there for it because I don't like scary stuff. So I thought it was great.
I'm not going to blame you for ruining the movie for me, Braden. But I do think that I probably
it's my fault.
I don't care so much about liking the movie or not. Like it's not one of those movies I was super excited for or anything. Yeah. Like to begin with, like I said, I didn't.
It's not like I ruined
expectations.
It's not like I ruined Endgame for you.
But I probably would have felt the tension more if you weren't laughing.
I mean, yeah, I found some of the bits.
You laughed out loud
at a
few. So at some points, I just heard people open their bottles and went.
Nice,
really tense moments.
Nice, like that.
I thought it was one of you guys too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into some spoilers here because I think we're all trying to bite our tongues a bit.
We're gonna give some ratings.
Yeah. What round table?
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
Oh god.
As per the Letterboxd ratings, you can find a link to the Letterboxd in the description
probably
below.
give it. I would say it's average. I'd give it 2.5 out of 5.
Okay.
3.75 could easily move to a 4, maybe.
Ooh, nice.
I'm sitting at 3.5 sort of range.
So a 3.25?
Yeah.
You'll see me give it a 4 on Letterboxd.
Yeah. I'm sitting at
it's a little bit lower than that.
I'm sitting at a 3.5. Okay. I enjoyed parts of it, especially considering I did not think I was going to enjoy any part of this film.
Very good.
And with that, I think we are going to throw over to spoilers. So that's the end of the review section here. Go and check out the spoiler discussion once you've seen the film. Or if you don't care, go and listen to the spoiler discussion anyway.
Now get out of here.
And we'll catch you over there. Bye-bye now.